Hi, and welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis for today, November 9th, 2023. I'm Giovanni Benacour, analyst, trader, and educator with Vantage Markets. Alrighty then, so it is said that today we're looking at the jobless claims. They came out to be less than last week, 3,000 less, but the continuing claims has stayed steadily higher, up north of 1 million. Now that could help the Fed come to a decision, help their decision to lower rates, but I don't reckon not this year. So right now we are basically creating a triple top in the Nasdaq. So will we be seeing a stronger fluctuation to the upside right now? The bond market isn't really helping that much. The futures market for the Nasdaq implies an open to the upside, but not by much. So if it does open to the upside, I will suspect for us to come back and again revisit that high of October 12th, right around 15,470-ish. Okay, now if that's not the case, look at this doji, which gives us a balance of itself, balances itself out. So we'll probably see, if not, we'll probably see another fluctuation to the downside towards 15,200 in the Nasdaq. However, on the S&P 500, we are also looking to revisit that high of October 12th. I have my resistance at I wanted to say 4,450-ish. Okay, so that will be our place to come to. All right, if you do happen to fluctuate to the downside, I assume 4360 could be that support. Now the Dow, it is implied that it will open stronger, so reaching the 34,400 initially is a good target. I have my resistance at 34,505. Okay, but I expect it to open it to the upside. Now, crude oil has been retracing steadily, even though we have had that issue with the Middle East. Now, around the 70, yesterday fluctuated around 75, the futures market, which, if you recall, last year, if I'm not mistaken, Biden said that they will be refurbishing their SPR, Special Petroleum Reserves, and they will be looking to buy it right around 75. So that could have been, this could be one of those moments. So keep that in mind. Now, will it continue to fluctuate to the upside? I'm using 78 as initially the internal resistance for it, psychological resistance for it. But if we do happen to retreat or retrace and come back down again, we're definitely gonna be meeting yesterday's low and perhaps obviously around 75. I have my support at 74 for today and for tomorrow. So initially to the upside. Then we have Nat Gas that has been trading lower. This doji that we're seeing right now is just balancing itself out. All right, so it was up to the upside. If now we'll see if it'll retrace. It has made like a double bottom right here, so it could have found some footing, and from here it fluctuated to the upside. But let's see if it'll just stay here, idling and consolidating, and just really trading within yesterday's range again. So it's gonna be a tight one with Nat Gas. Gold, however, has been on steadily having some pressure to the downside. For one side, the dollar index had recuperated, and also the 10-year note, the yield is rising, so that'll place some pressure on it. If it continues to rise, the yield to rise on the 10-year bond, then we'll most likely will meet that 1940 psychological support level for it, and once that's violated, then we could see a 1930 to the downside. Now silver has recuperated itself. It is actually trading within yesterday's range. Okay, so the momentum to the upside can be determined just by how much of a momentum it picks up, right? So let's see if that's the case, will we meet yesterday's high? If that's the case, will it retrace and then meet yesterday's low? So that we have two scenarios here. Right now to the upside is being favored. And then copper. Copper had made a nice movement to the upside above 370. From there it has retraced down to 360, right? Today it almost hit 360 and it rebounded from here. Now the RSI is pointing above 50, which it indicates a momentum to the upside being built. So initially 365 could be that initial target, but obviously we can also revisit yesterday's high. Then we have Bitcoin that has made a breakup to the upside, making a parabolic movement. I'm reckoning 38,000 could be its target for today. Then if it doesn't retraces back down towards the 36,000 value. Then we have the currencies. Currencies are flattish right now, trading around 107. The euro earlier did trade below that 107 towards the 106.50, but it quickly returned and now it's just basically idling here. Let's see if that will continue. The same token goes for the pound, but the pound did open with a very small gap down, so momentum to the downside could have been favored, but that momentum to the downside will happen or will continue or will be seen if we see that the dollar index makes a recovery and comes back up to above yesterday's high. Then we'll see that momentum being built in gold and the currencies. Otherwise, if the dollar index continues to decline and comes up back to 105, we could probably see a recuperation in the currencies and gold and the metals. That's it for me today. Have a great trading day, and I will see you tomorrow.